I'm here today to pay tribute to the life of Jean Blevin, our former regional treasurer. Jean touched so many lives in the North West and beyond. I've been contacted by so many of our young activists, particularly those who went through the leadership school, to say how much support Jean provided. On a personal level, Jean was always at the other end of the phone to provide me with help, support and guidance, and we always had a giggle together.
You could often find Jean using her contacts and her influence for all manner of activities. The ones that kind of spring to mind are collecting for local food banks, raising money to support local football teams, getting money for footy kits, and supporting many an international solidarity campaign.
The level of her commitment, she's spoken at many rallies and she always stuck up for members in the health service. She will be sorely missed. She was a really good friend and she was a very dear person, and I can't think of anyone that she didn't get on with, because we are a very broad church in our union. So Jean Blevin, we will miss you, comrade.
Jean Blevin was so much more than just a colleague to me. She was a comrade and somebody I considered to be a true friend. Because we lived so close to each other, we'd often car share to the many meetings we went to, whether it's UNISON or North West TUC and others. Jean would always complain about me driving too fast. I would always complain about her driving too slow. And on those long journeys, we'd talk both serious politics as well as utter nonsense. And yet I never heard Jean say a bad word about anybody.
Jean wasn't afraid to challenge, as I found out more than once, and she definitely kept us on our toes. She was a champion for the low paid, for apprentices and for Agenda for Change. She was a driving force behind our campaign to implement NHS pay in private contracts, insisting on the need to carry out this work systematically. She was on a picket line in every dispute over the last few years, always showing support and solidarity to those workers around the region.
She had just a phenomenal sense of humour. She was very friendly to everybody, and she talked about her grandchildren a lot. She loved them. And what I loved about her role as treasurer, I mean, she really held on tight to those purse strings. She was very consistent when we had ROC meetings to discuss looking at branches and paying honorarium. She was very, very fair, and people knew where they were coming from with Jean. And she was just so full of knowledge when it came to, in terms of handling the finance of the region. She was just excellent. And the thing that sticks out most in my mind is we were part of a national UNISON delegation to the TUC when they had that TUC campaign, Dying to Work. And Jean, I don't know, I think it just motivated her massively, because she went around all the delegation talking to everyone about it, telling her to contact our MPs, sign up the petition and speak to our employers, and she was really committed to it. You know, and it was just amazing to see, despite all the other responsibilities she had, it really had an impact on her, and it had a direct impact on me.
Jean's loss was deeply felt across the workforce at the Walton Centre, within Unison and the wider Labour movement. Such was the respect that many held for her. Her courage in the face of her own death in supporting the TUC's Dying at Work campaign speaks volumes about her selflessness and her commitment to the trade union movement.
Ultimately, the Dying to Work Charter was the last act of Jean's that she hoped would support and assist many other people in a similar position to hers.
Right up to the end, she was working with the TUC on their Dying to Work Charter, and that demonstrates Jean's commitment not only to the movement but to UNISON North West. And it's a real legacy of her wanting to make working class lives better and safer.
Jean was immensely passionate about the TUC Dying to Work campaign, and it would be a fitting tribute for her for us to ensure our employers sign up to this campaign.
Jean, of course, is sadly missed, but she will never be forgotten. Please help make the Dying to Work campaign Jean's legacy.
What a woman, what a fighter, what a trade unionist.